morning students, welcome back to online classes. In last class we discussed some of the measures of upliftment for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. In that we discussed some of the developmental measures for the upliftment of scheduled caste and tribe. In today's class we will discussing the topic some of the legislative measures for the upliftment of scheduled caste and tribe. Okay, in that in legislative measures there is a mainly two legislative measures are there. That the first legislative measure is the Untouchability Offence Act 1954. Untouchability Offence Act. Untouchability Offence Act 1955. Okay, this is the first legislative measures for the upliftment of scheduled caste. Untouchability Offence Act 1955. It provides penalty for the following offence. Some of the offences. Like first offence is preventing a person on grounds of untouchability from entering a place of public worship, offering prayer them, or taking water from a tank, well, or a spring. It is a first penalties or offences that is preventing a person on grounds of untouchability, on grounds of untouchability from entering some places like public worship, offering prayer them, or taking water from tank, well, or spring. Okay, these are the preventing measures or offences. And next offence is enforcing all lands of social disabilities. Enforcing lands of some of the social disabilities, such as denying access to any shop, a public restaurant, public hospital, or educational institutions, or hotels, or use of any roads, rivers, well, tank, etc. These are the offences or enforcing all lands of social disabilities. Okay, this is also another legislative measures under the offences or penalties. Next offence is enforcing occupational, professional, or trade disabilities in the matter or enjoyment of any benefit under the charitable trust in the construction or occupation of any residential premises or in any locality, or the observance of any social or religious usage or ceremony. This is also another penalty or offense under the Untouchability of Offence Act 1955. And last offence is refusing to sell goods or render service to an untouchability. It is also another offence under the Untouchability Offence Act 1955. Okay, another legislative measures for upliftment of scheduled caste and tribe is the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989. Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989. ಅಂದರೆ ಪರಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ಜಾತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪರಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ಬುಡಕಟ್ಟುಗಳ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯ ತಡೆ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ 1989. Okay, in this act, with a view to effectively dealing with the crimes against SC and ST, and to tune up administrative machinery to take this vital issue, comprehensive guidelines containing precautionary, preventive, and also rehabilitative measures. Okay, it exists which states have to follow in order to see that scheduled caste and scheduled tribe are fully protected from atrocities. Government enact this Act of Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989. Okay, and it specifies the offences which are considered as atrocities and provide for deterrent punishment. ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಾರ್ಹವಾದ ಅಪರಾಧಕ್ಕೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಕೂಡ ದೊರಕಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಾರ್ಹ ಅಪರಾಧ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈಸ್ ದಿ offences which are considered as atrocities and provide for deterrent punishment. These are the two main legislative measures for the upliftment of scheduled caste and tribe. That is first one, Untouchability of Offence Act, Untouchability Offence Act 1955, and Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989. Okay, this is the two forms of measures, developmental measure and legislative measures for the upliftment of scheduled caste and tribe. It is very important for 10 marks. For 10 mark you write both developmental measure and also legislative measures. Okay, next we move on to the some of the constitutional safeguards to upliftment for the scheduled caste and tribe. What are the constitutional measures or constitutional safeguards? Okay, constitutional safeguard for SC and ST. The Constitution of India prescribes protection and safeguards for the SC and SC and also OBC. Okay, and either specially or by way of insisting on their general rights as citizens with the object of promoting their educational, economic, political interest, socio-cultural safeguard, and of removing the some of the social disabilities and legal support. Constitution of India prescribes some protection and safeguard for the SC and STs. Okay, some of the constitutional measures like or constitutional safeguards like first one, Article 15. Article 15. Article 15, the state shall not discriminate against any citizen on grounds of their religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth or any of them. ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವುದು ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 15 ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಅನ್ಟಚಬಲ್ SC ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಜನರನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಯಾವುದೇ ಜನರನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಎನಿ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎನಿ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಧರ್ಮ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವರ್ಣ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಜಾತಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಲಿಂಗ ಅಥವಾ ಅವರು ಹುಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತಹ ಸ್ಥಳ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ವಿಷಯದ ಕುರಿತು ಅವರನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೊಹಿಬಿಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ shall not discriminate against any citizen on the behalf of their religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth or any of them. Okay, it is the first constitutional safeguard for the SC, ST and OBCs. And next one, Article 16. Article 16 Article 16 article there shall be equality of equal opportunity for all citizens. There shall be equal opportunity for all citizens in the matter relating to their employment, appointment or any office under the state. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಎದುರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಮಾನರು. shall be equality ಸಮಾನತೆ ಬೇಕು, ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಮಾನ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ನಾಗರಿಕರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಮಾನ ಅವಕಾಶ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 16 under Article 16 there should be equality of opportunity for all citizens in matter relating their employment ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, appointment of any office ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು under the state is equal. Okay, all are equal. And next safeguard of constitutional safeguard is Article 17. Article 17 says that untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden. ಅಸ್ಪೃಶ್ಯತೆ ನಿವಾರಣಾ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 17 ಇರೋದು ಬರ್ಬೋದು 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಗೆ. Untouchability Act which is the Untouchability Act. Article 17 is is abolished and its practice is any form is forbidden. ನಿಷೇಧ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಸ್ಪೃಶ್ಯತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಕಾನೂನು ಬಾಹಿರ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಯಾದರೂ ಅದು ಕಂಡು ಬಂದರೆ ಅದು ಅಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ಪನಿಷೇಬಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 23. ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 23 says that illegalizes for traffic in human beings and forced labor. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾನವ ಸಾಗಾಣಿಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬಲವಂತದ ದುಡಿಮೆ ಕಾನೂನು ಬಾಹಿರವಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 23 ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ illegalized for traffic in human beings. ಮಾನವ ಸಾಗಾಣಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಮತ್ತು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಬಲವಂತವಾದಂತಹ ದುಡಿಮೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಪನಿಷೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಅಫೆನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, and article 25b, article 25b, under this article Hindu religious institution of a public character is open to all classes and sections of Hindu. Under the article 25b, Hindu religious institution of public character is open to all classes and sections of Hindu. And next article 29, article 29, under the article 29, cultural and linguistic minority has right to conserve its language or culture, and the article provide protection to ST communities or scheduled caste communities to pursue their languages, dialect and culture. Provide protection to the ST communities or scheduled caste communities. Why? Because to pursue their language, dialect and culture under the article 29. And under the article 46, article 46, the state shall promote with special care the educational and economic interest of the weaker section of the people, and in particular of the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and shall protect them from social justice and also all forms of exploitation. ಏನು ಶೋಷಣೆಯ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಶೋಷಣೆಯ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 46. It promote with special care to care on the behalf of educational and economic interest of the weaker section of the people in the society, and also in it provide some or it protect them from social justice and all form of exploitation. It particular of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, who Article 46 protect scheduled caste and scheduled tribe shall protect them from social justice and all form of exploitation. And Article 164 provides for a separate ministry. Article 164 provides a separate ministry in charge of welfare of the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and backward classes. Separate ministry in charge of both in charge of welfare of ST, SC and backward classes. And Article 325 part 15, Article 325 part 15, it guarantees this act this article guarantees to all citizens of India the right to vote. ಏನು ಮತವನ್ನು ಚಲಾಯಿಸುವ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್? ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 325 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 15 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟೀಸ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಸಿಟಿಜನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ದಿ ರೈಟ್ ಟು ವೋಟ್. And Article 330, 332, 334, Article 330, 332, 334 provide seats shall be reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe in the House of People and state legislations. Provide seats for SC and STs or scheduled caste legislation. And Article 335, under the Article 335, it mentions the claim of SC and ST to services and posts. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು services and posts ಅಲ್ಲಿ claim ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ ಯಾವಾಗ SC ಮತ್ತು ST ಅವರಿಗೆ. Under the Article 335 mentions the various claims of SC and ST services to services and post. And under the Article 338, Article 338 empowers the central government to appoint a commission for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Under the Article 335, it empowers the central government to appoint a commissions for the SC and STs. And in Article 339, empowers the president to appoint a commission to report on the administration of the scheduled areas and welfare of the scheduled tribe in the state. Article 339 empowers the president to appoint the commission to report on the administration of the scheduled areas and also welfare of the scheduled tribe in the states. And another article, Article 341, under this article empowers the president to specify the caste, race or tribe deemed as scheduled caste in a particular state or union territory. It empowers Article 341 empowers the president to specify the some caste, race or tribe deemed as scheduled caste in a particular state or union territory. And last article, that is Article 342. Article 342. It empowers the president to specify the tribes deemed to be a scheduled tribe. Article 341 deemed as a scheduled caste in a particular state or a union territory. But Article 342 empowers the president to specify the tribes deemed to as a scheduled tribe in a particular state or a union territory. These are the article and constitutional measures or constitutional safeguard for the upliftment of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. There are total 15 articles. Article 15, Article 16, Article 17, Article 23, Article 25B, Article 29, Article 46, Article 164 and Article 325 Part 15, Article 330, 332, 334, Article 335, Article 338 and Article 339 and Article 341 and Article 342. Okay, these are the important constitutional safeguards. It is important for 1 marks question. Sometimes 1 marks question is arising. Which article provided the which article provided the Untouchability Act or Untouchability Prohibition, or in 5 marks also asking write a short note on constitutional safeguard, or for 5 marks explain the various constitutional safeguard for the upliftment of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Okay, and also for 10 marks questions like what are the constitutional measures and constitutional safeguard and legislative measures for the upliftment of scheduled caste, tribe and tribe, and questions like what are the constitutional safeguard and some of the developmental measures. Both development measure, legislative measure and constitutional safeguard is important. Okay,